Hey guys, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Today I am super excited to play around and cast with the new high school years expansion pack. So I have been feeling a little bit under the weather, so I haven't really had a ton of time to play around with this pack. Also, with the update that came prior to the patch, there have been quite a few bugs, and I was pretty nervous about getting started with my idea for a Let's Play for this series because I did want to use the long lifespan for it, and I know that there was kind of some bugs associated with that. So to avoid doing that, I decided that we would just play around and cast because that's usually pretty safe and it needs a lot less mods. I didn't have to worry about updating, all that fun stuff. So we are just playing around in cast today. And I wanted to create some Sims that you could add into your game. I will have them available for download up on my gallery so that you can download them and put them in your game. But I wanted to make some Sims that didn't use any custom content. So these guys are just base game and high school years. So if you have those two packs, you'll be able to add them into your game and play with them, have them kind of going around your school just to make sure that you can get a little bit of a cuter potential, maybe some dating potential for your Sims in your gameplay. So I just wanted to create these for you guys. So I made 4 different Sims today, and I tried to have them kind of encompass all of the different teen aspirations that we received with this pack. So the first Sim that I am creating here is Mr. Daquan Divine. And when it came to naming for these Sims, I randomized them all. But when I randomized Daquan Divine, I was just in love. Like, I love alliteration. I mean, that name is so perfect. You cannot convince me otherwise. 10 out of 10. am an absolute fan. So he is our Live Fast Sim. So he is athletic and self-assured, and I wanted to give him just kind of like a little bit of an athletic style, obviously, and I kept his palette pretty simple. So blacks, grays, and whites are kind of his colors when I think about it. So I have a tendency when I'm making Sims to give them very set color palettes. I know maybe I should try not to do that, but I just like it. It just feels comfy for me. So that's what we went ahead and did for him. I was also a big fan of him when I randomized him. He kind of spawned in with a darker skin tone but red hair, and I just thought that that looked really interesting. So I left it, and I think he turned out really cute. He's kind of different for me. I don't usually make Sims like that. I mean, honestly, I don't usually make male Sims. So basically anything I would have done would have been different for me. So then our next Sim is Miss Madeline Chi, and she is going to be our goal-oriented Sim. So I wanted to kind of keep with that idea. So I did make her a geek and a bookworm. And I try not to change too much about these Sims when I randomize them in. I adjusted their faces a little bit, but I kind of like not making massive changes to my Sims, just to kind of stop me from giving all of my Sims kind of that same face syndrome, which I know a lot of us are kind of prone to doing when we're creating characters. So I wanted to kind of switch it up, and so I kind of just left her more or less how she was randomized in. So for her, you can see me right here. The thing I struggled with the most using all in-game content was the makeup. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. It is terrible. Like, the lipstick I can kind of get away with. They did add a new blush in this pack that I actually really enjoy. It just kind of adds color to the face overall and gives like a little bit of a flush. But the eyeshadow and the eyeliner was just awful. It was so painful to use, and I struggled for all of the Sims that wore makeup to try to find something that looked even halfway decent. And I guess I did, but honestly, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Also, this was really hard to not have eyelashes. So if you download these guys, you should most definitely add in some CC eyelashes because it'll really help their faces. But this is what we had to do. You know, we're doing the work here. So the other thing that I kind of struggled with when I was making these Sims is shoes. There weren't a lot of shoes added with this pack, just 2 pairs. And there wasn't actually just like a pair of tennis shoes that was added. So I think both of the female Sims end up wearing the same shoes for this. Also, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I was going to give her glasses and they clipped with the hair, which I just thought was so bizarre because this is a base game hair and those are base game glasses. So I thought it was very strange that they would clip because they're just both pieces of content that came with the game. Like, it's not CC. Like, I understand when CC is clipping, but it's not that. And so I was not happy with that, but I decided not to give her glasses anyways because they're kind of all not cute. I do use a lot of in-game glasses, but I realize that they're from like some random packs. Like, I think Tiny Living is one that I use glasses from a lot and a couple other packs. So Madeline's just not going to get any glasses. But that is her. So then moving on to our third sim. This is Talon Sotelo, and they are a drama llama. So I was super excited creating Talon because they're just a lot of fun. Their color palette is like purples and blues, and you will see why, because in just a second I am going to pick one of the new hairs that came with this pack. And I realize now that I'm watching this back that I actually used 2 base game hairs, and I didn't use hairs from the pack as much as I probably would have expected myself to, but I honestly just, I don't know. I like the hairs in this pack. I think they're nice, but I guess maybe because all of the sims and like all of the trailers and the gameplay have the pack hairs, I liked using something a little bit different. But this hair I thought was absolutely perfect for Talon. It really shows their personality because I think that they are absolutely living it up. They kind of have very over the top style, and so that was a lot of fun for me. The makeup was still a struggle, but a little bit better, I think, just because of their eye shape, though it's still like the wing looks a little bit off and not ideal. Talon was a little bit of a struggle because they do have like a masculine frame, but they prefer feminine style clothing. And so I know that you guys kind of know that The Sims, while you can put all clothing on all frames, it just doesn't always work the best and it doesn't look great. So like that first little top just looked really odd on them, and so I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted it to look natural and comfortable, so I decided to go with this top, which I think is super cute. I almost went with these pants, but I don't know, I still just didn't like the way they fit their frame, so I decided to go all in. So we just went back with these plaid pants in like this pink, purpley, lavender, lilac. That's literally just so many colors, but to be fair, they're plaid, so they are most of those colors. This swatch, and I just thought it looked really good for them. And then painted their nails kind of like, again, a purple, because that's them. They are a purple queen. And then added some boots because I just like boots. Then I decided I would add in like those big feather earrings. I think they really complement their style. And I did mention their traits, but they are a perfectionist as well as a party animal, and I just think those traits are a lot of fun together, and I think that they have a lot of personality, and it was definitely, they're one of my favorite Sims that we created today, and one of my favorite Sims that I've created in a little while. And then our last Sim for this video is our admired icon. This is Miss Casey Jackson, and I also think she's super cute. I had a lot of fun with her style as well. She is outgoing as well as an overachiever because someone has to get all of the new traits. We didn't create a socially awkward Sim, actually, now that I think about it. So I might need to go back and change, I hate to do it to her, but I might have to go back and change Madeline's traits and give her the socially awkward trait, just so I can make sure we have kind of, a little bit of everything from the pack. So for Casey, I did go ahead and use this hair that comes with the pack because I really like it, and I decided to use these braids that have the color in them. Even though they have a lot of wild colors, this black and brown is actually like super cute and pretty natural looking, so I thought that would be good for her. And then for her style, I wanted to give her like, I don't know, almost like a vibrant business casual style. I love the like vibe of this blazer, and then I ended up going with kind of like the slacks, and I just think it turned out really cute. I really like her style. This is honestly probably kind of close to how I dressed in high school. I was doing a lot in high school. I really dressed up. So this is probably pretty similar to what I would have looked like if you'd seen me in high school, but I don't know. I just thought it was a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun creating these Sims. It's always a little bit of a challenge for me not using CC. And I always like to see what I can do. And I'm always, pleasantly surprised with how well I think these Sims turned out. You guys will have to let me know down below what you think about them and if you think you're going to add them into your game. Have you had a chance to play with high school years yet, or have you been holding out buying the pack until the bugs have been fixed? You'll have to let me know down below, but I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, as absolutely always, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be recording a part for the Let's Play on Friday, so you can look forward to that this weekend. Bye!